Welcome back to TFAX. Today, we have some exciting updates from the world of Survivor as well as insights about the future of this beloved reality show. Let's dive into our unique stories for today. First up, let's talk about the shocking elimination from Survivor 48 Episode 9. David Kin was voted off last night, becoming the third member of the jury. Did his arrogant gameplay lead to his downfall? We'll break down the dynamics of that pivotal tribal council and hear what fans think. Next, we have Jeff Probst explaining an intriguing twist regarding the shot in the dark during tribal councils. What happens if multiple players choose to use this powerful advantage at once? Probst gives us a behind-the-scenes look at how producers prepare for potential chaos. In our third story, we have an exclusive deleted scene featuring Mitch Guerra's determination to beat the strong players. Will his drive and impressive performances be enough to turn the tide in the game? We have all the exciting details. Finally, let's discuss Survivor 50. As fans are buzzing about who should return for this landmark season, there's some debate about casting decisions. Is everyone thinking about it wrong? We'll explore the conversation around casting and what makes a perfect fit for this milestone. Stick around to the end for our take on these stories and share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more TFAX updates. Let's dive deeper into the shocking elimination from Survivor 48 Episode 9. Last night, David Kin was voted off, becoming the third member of the jury. The tribal council was filled with tension, drama, and surprising strategies that led to his downfall. David, who had been causing quite a stir with his gameplay, faced a critical moment when his alliance turned on him. With a vote tally of 6-3, it was clear that the tides had shifted against him. Surprisingly, the players who had previously backed him, including Mary, all chose to vote for Mitch instead, while the rest united to send David packing. This decision left Mary heartbroken, as she now stands alone as the last member of her original tribe. She had relied heavily on David throughout the game, and now, without her main ally, the question remained: could she continue her journey in Survivor, facing the new challenges that lay ahead? The episode certainly delivered some unexpected twists. Castaway Chrissy, who watched from the jury bench, noted how unpredictable the vote was, reflecting the surprise many viewers felt. However, for those who had tuned in closely, the edit had hinted at David's downfall for some time, showcasing the arrogance that might have contributed to his unexpected exit. As we move closer to the penultimate stages of Survivor 48, the competition grows fiercer. With alliances shifting and new strategies emerging, fans are left eagerly anticipating how these evolving dynamics will affect the remaining players. What can we expect in next week's episode? Only time will tell as Survivor continues to challenge its contestants both mentally and physically. Now, let's shift our focus to an interesting discussion initiated by Jeff Probst regarding the shot in the dark advantage in Survivor. During a recent episode of his podcast, Probst addressed a hypothetical scenario that has intrigued fans. What happens if multiple players decide to use their shot in the dark during the same tribal council? For those unfamiliar, the shot in the dark allows players to forfeit their vote in exchange for a chance at safety by drawing a scroll from a bag. With 6 total scrolls, only one offers protection from elimination. Probst clarified that in the event of multiple players opting for this advantage, the odds remain consistent. The bag will always contain the same ratio of safe to non-safe scrolls. He explained that if between 1 to 6 players use their shot, there will always be 6 scrolls in the bag, 1 granting safety and 5 not. But what if more than 6 players decide to take the risk? Probst assured us that if there are 7 to 12 players, producers will increase the number of scrolls to maintain those critical 1 in 6 odds. So, there would be 2 scrolls that grant safety, and the rest would lead to elimination. In an even rarer scenario, where 13 or more contestants want to use the advantage simultaneously, Probst outlined a plan to add an additional scroll for safety. In this case, there would be 3 safe scrolls, and the rest would still be non-safe, continuing to ensure that the odds remain fair. Probst's insights not only dispelled concerns of a potential shot in the dark agent, but also highlighted the meticulous planning that goes into each season of Survivor. His answers give players and fans alike a sense of confidence that whatever happens in the game, the unpredictable nature of Survivor will remain intact. In our next story, we have an exclusive deleted scene from Survivor 48 that highlights the fierce determination of Mitch Guerra as he strives to beat the so-called strong players in the game. As tensions rise and stakes get higher, Mitch's spirit and commitment to win become evidently clear. In this pivotal scene, we see Camilla Carthagesu reading tree mail that hints at an upcoming endurance challenge. The atmosphere is charged with anticipation as the remaining players gather and speculate about what the challenge might entail. Mitch, embodying the spirit of a rugged competitor, expresses his eagerness to conquer whatever lies ahead. "The goal is always to win," he asserts passionately. "At this point in the game, the hope of food is much more important, so I don't care what I have to do today. If I have to pass out holding on to whatever it is, then I'm going to do it." His determination showcases how much the game has taken a toll on these contestants and just how far they're willing to go for a taste of victory and survival. Meanwhile, Eva Eriksson, a steadfast member of the Strong Five Alliance, shares her excitement, reflecting the competitive spirit that marks this critical juncture in the season. "I am so ready for a challenge," she beams. "Of course, I want to win every challenge. I would love to keep the necklace around my neck because it makes it more fun and competitive." However, the outcome is what either of them had hoped for. Despite their best efforts, both Mitch and Eva find themselves on the losing end of the endurance challenge. Yet, in a twist of fate, Joe Hunter manages to beat David Kin, enabling the successful blindside that sends David packing at Tribal Council. So, while Mitch didn't win the challenge, he avoids going to Ponderosa, and Eva gathers the strength to compete again without one less strong player in her midst. This reveals how the ever-shifting dynamics of the game can lead to unexpected victories, despite personal setbacks. Keep an eye on Mitch as he fights to establish himself further in this unpredictable landscape of Survivor 48. Finally, let's take a moment to discuss the highly anticipated Survivor 50 and the growing buzz among fans about who should return for this landmark season. As the 50th season approaches, excitement is building, but there's a significant conversation happening around casting decisions and whether everyone is thinking about it in the right way. When Survivor debuted over 2 decades ago, no one anticipated its longevity or the number of unforgettable moments it would create. With such a rich history, fans have a vast pool of players to choose from for Survivor 50, and many are voicing their opinions on social media about potential cast members. However, some of these suggestions have sparked debate, especially concerning players who may not have made a significant impact during their original run. For instance, fans have been advocating for Thomas Krodinger, a contestant from Survivor 48 who was voted out early in the game. Articles have even been written highlighting why he could be a perfect addition to the Survivor 50 cast. While it's understandable that these fans have fond memories of Thomas and see his potential, the discussion raises an important point. Survivor 50 should celebrate the best of the show and showcase players with a proven track record of greatness and strategy. Jeff Probst himself has urged fans to consider the implications of their casting choices. In interviews, he's emphasized that this milestone season should reflect a celebration of Survivor's legacy and highlight its greatest players. He cautions against making knee-jerk reactions and encourages a thoughtful approach to selecting participants who can contribute to a dramatic and competitive season. So, as fans eagerly await news about the cast, we must remember that the selection process should focus on bringing back iconic players who have left a mark on the game. While we appreciate players like Thomas, the hope is to create a legendary cast that truly represents the spirit of Survivor. The countdown to Survivor 50 continues, and it's shaping up to be a season no one will want to miss.